Welcome back, guys, and it's finally here. I've been talking about it for weeks, but it's finally here. My sealed case of Final Fantasy Opus VIII. So I said I'd do an entire sealed case because if you've been watching my series, I've been doing statistics of all the booster boxes, and I kind of wanted to show that you get a full foil set from one of these and capture it on video. So let's take a look at the case itself for people who haven't seen it before. English edition, 216 packs in a carton. Has like dimensions, and it's 5.25 kilograms. So this thing is pretty hefty, and it's made in Singapore. Let's see what the other sides say. Looks like more of the same on every side. So let's take one of these bad boys out. Here we go. It's not just a booster box unboxing, it's a case unboxing. Our famous scissors. Ooh. Blocking the camera with my finger. I will move this recording to another room with better lighting in a second, but I just wanted to unbox this out here first. Alright, let's do this. Got this from Potomac Distribution for about $540, and there you go. 6 sealed booster boxes. This one is the lucky winner today, so here's the booster box, Opus VIII, and I'll be right back and go to a different room so I get a better quality recording. Alright guys, we're back. Let's get this show on the road. Opus VIII booster box. Got the nice little thing on the back that tells you how many cards there are. So this set is 148 cards, 60 commons, 36 rares, 26 heroes, and of course 14 legends. So without further ado, let's get started. And this is going to be a 6-part series, 1 video per box for the entire sealed case of 6. If you follow the entire series, you will have seen every single card that this set has to offer, outside of the non-foil starters and the pre-release promo, of course, but I'll have other videos for that too. So, without further ado, don't worry about this glare, it'll go away in a second. Let's start cracking. And as promised this time, I think what I'm going to do is hand open all of these packs instead of using my trusty scissors like I usually do. This stupid wrapper is extremely reflective. Alright, so should we prop it up or just open it? These things kind of slide in back here if you're like an LGS owner and you want to have a store. So it would look like that. And we'll just set that to the back. And they did, for the first time ever, a buy a box promo where the card is actually inside the box, at least for the US. The Noctis promo is handed out separately, and it wasn't in every box. You had to get it from an LGS. So here we have a legend, actually, PR044, Opus 8-006L. This is the Cloud Full Art promo. No, can't even talk today. Looks to be in excellent condition. I love how it's sealed in its own wrapper. I don't know why they don't do that for the pre-release promos. I think it does a lot to protect the card. So hopefully they kind of set this precedent doing for every single promo card in the future. But cool. Keep that sealed for now. I'm gonna have one in every single box, so I'm gonna end up with like a million of them. And let's look at the booster pack. We saw this in the pre-release kit video. Focus camera. Same thing on the back, and of course, Bahamut. We've been seeing a lot of Bahamut lately. In pack 1. If it's like all the other sets, I expect to get about 10 legends from this box between foil and non-foil. That is satisfying. Is there like dust in there? How did that get inside the booster pack? Alright. As promised, the glare is gone. Let's focus. Electric Jellyfish. Marlene, Barrett's daughter, I think. Mughal Knight. Lancer Unit. Sophia. Black Mage, White Mage, and Walt Trill is our foil. How should I do these piles? All right, we'll do commons, foils, rares, heroes, legends, something like that. Let's do that. All right, so focus camera, our hero is Xenos, and our rares are Archangel, Shiva, and Death Gaze. And that is our first box or booster pack of the box. Oh, some of these are harder to open than others. I never use the tear strip because I always feel like it puts too much pressure on the corner of the cards, but I know many of you do, and it works out just fine. I generally use scissors, but I kind of like the feeling of ripping them open. Astrologian, Basilisk. Guy looks stoned as hell. Dragoon, Hekon, this is a reprint. Yep, right there. 1-117R, recognize that art. Sophia, and Death Machine is our rare foil. Charlotta is our hero from Echoes of Time. I don't really know that game. And Rain, Aiko from 9. And oh, the Scale Toad. So scaly. He's my favorite. Alright, so that's booster pack number 2. I'm kind of curious about these reprints, like how many reprints there are in the set. I could probably easily look that up because before the launch of Opus 8, they actually had every single card listed on the official website. For those of you who don't know, if you go on their official website, they kind of have like a card search utility, and all the other cards except the promos are listed on there. So our first common is Fina, Realm, Graham, Scholar, Monk, Shengo, Sid, and our foil is Ingus, a rare foil. It's cool. Luna Frey, ooh, there we go. That's our first legend, so let's read this one. If you control a category 15 forward, the cost for playing Luna Freya onto the field is reduced by 1. During your opponent's turn, when a forward other than light and dark you control is put from the field into the break zone, you may put Luna Freya into the break zone. If you do, I feel like that doesn't sound that great, but again, don't listen to me because I don't play this game very often because it's so hard for me to get to an LGS, a common complaint of many people and why we want a digital one. But I feel like I have like a 50% accuracy rate when I read cards and say that they're good or not good. Again, I'm not an expert, but I do have some notion of card games because I used to play a lot of Magic the Gathering, and this game is pretty similar. For those of you who don't know, the producer of the game actually was a Magic the Gathering semi-pro, or pro. Ooh, 2 ninjas in a row. Female ninja, male ninja. Walt Trill, Bard, Black Mage, White Mage, Alphinaud, and Brynhilder again. I almost thought this was going to be the reprint one, but just Saz. Oh no, it is a reprint one. 1-0, okay, so yet another reprint. Glaive is our hero. And Ignis again, March, she's a promo card. And Matoya, who is that? Legends. Now I'm curious, like all these new Final Fantasy games that seem to be making their way into these cards, do a lot of people play them? Like, I haven't really played anything except the numbered ones. I used to follow the side games like Chocobo's Dungeon and Yurgi's and that stuff back when I was younger, but now I don't have the time to play a million games. So I wonder if those games are really popular and they're keeping the Final Fantasy franchise going. I'm not sure. Garuda, Edgar, let me know in the comments if you play those games. I do play Final Fantasy Mobius on my phone. Thief, Machinist, and Garnet. Is that? Oh, no, that's just a common. Sometimes it's hard to tell with the artwork. Like, I kind of base whether it's... Ooh. Alright, so that's another legend. Promo, full art, and regular. When Cloud enters the field, choose 1 forward, deal it 3,000 damage and 1,000 more for each 1 damage you received. I don't know. I don't know if that's good or not, so I'm not even going to render a judgment. Aiko, Raiden, Cocytus. And after the first 10 or so packs, as always, I'm going to kind of start breezing through the commons because you'll have seen them all. They always have like an entire playset plus more of the commons in each box. So for my future videos, I probably will skip them entirely so you don't have to see all the commons over and over again. I know most of you are trying to see what legends I pull. Got to focus a little better. Golem, Rama, Summoner, Moogle Knight, Thief, Machinist, Sid, and Ico, rare foil. No legend foils yet. And Fina, another legend. Alright, so we have 3 legends already. If you pay the cost to play him onto the field, her onto the field, you may pay an extra 3 mana when Fina enters the field. So 2 of the following. That sounds interesting. Kind of expensive though, but who knows? Cheaper than Sin, I guess. And Cocytus. I am not looking forward to doing the statistics on these, by the way, guys. I guess I'll have to hand count 216 booster packs worth of cards to do a full set of statistics. But in the name of scientific research, that's what I'm going to do. This is a reprint, right? Yeah. So reprint of Opus 2. This is something I mentioned in my pre-release video. They are doing this thing where the rarities change in reprints, which I find very odd, but interesting. Oh, and there we go, another one. A hero turned into a common. I wonder if that means like legends will turn into commons in future sets. That'll be very strange. Another reprint. Ooh, and a reprint foil. So I literally have this foil because I have a full foil set of Opus 3. So that is interesting. But I guess I'm a freak, so I'll collect all the variants. Whoops, I almost skipped that hero. I must have skipped several heroes, actually. I'm not very good at remembering things. I'm probably putting all this stuff into the wrong piles, and you guys will correct me. Actually, my pre-release kit video, one of my favorite fans pointed out that I had completely missed a legend, and it's not like it got stuck to the back like it does sometimes. I literally stared right at it and didn't realize it was a legend, because I was distracted by shiny foils. Ifrit, oh, that's a reprint, right? Yep, reprint. There are a lot of reprints, actually. I'm not sure how I feel about that. And Lid, hero foil, has this cool watercolor art. And Steiner. I will probably end up selling a lot of these because, again, I'm going to have so many duplicates having bought an entire case. Generally, the most cost-effective thing is to buy a single booster box and then buy singles. I did this more for fun and research than actually needing all of these cards. I generally just want one full foil playset and non-foil playset of everything. Although I do keep a few extras of the high-value cards just in case. I do have playsets of some of the sets, but in general I just keep one, especially for one of the less popular ones. Fairy. This one was the same, common to a common. Is this a very popular card? Actually, that seems like pretty good. Any low-cost drawing cards, at least in Magic, were always good. More Bahamuts. Bahum. Try to say it 5 times fast. It's impossible, scientifically. They've done studies. I need to work out more. I can't open booster packs. Alright. Let's start speeding up through the commons. So this video isn't 8 years long. I'll kind of show them, but I think we've seen them already at this point. Sid, common foil. Diana. Oh, focus. What is she from? Legends again. Should I be playing that game, guys? Is that a good game? I don't have that much time for games anymore, though. That's the problem. Other than you guys are probably saying, well, how do you have the time to open an entire case of Opus 8 and do all the statistics on it? I don't know. I really don't know. I guess I'm just a liar. Alright. Lil, Fina, Bard, blah, 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 and Iroha. One thing I want to point out is this artwork is definitely from Mobius Final Fantasy. That might have been pulled from somewhere else, but that game is actually about collecting cards, and some of the artwork is really good, so I'm really happy that some of this artwork is making its way into FFTCG. I think it's great. Another hero, March again. This common stack to the left that's kind of out of view is going to get out of hand very quickly. This is satisfying. I might not use the scissors anymore. Sorry, man. You might be retired soon. It's already old and rusting anyway. All right, rain. Oh, yep, there we go. There we go, our first legend foil, guys. When he attacks until the end of turn, all the forwards you control gain 2,000 power, and all the forwards opponent controls lose 2,000 power. Leadership. Holy cow. 3 cost, 7,000? That might actually be a very good card. I mean, the easy way to tell is just to see where the prices go, but damn, that sounds pretty badass. For all I know, it might be a complete pile of garbage. The professionals can kind of decide that, but that sounds pretty good. I made some correct calls before. I always said Wall was probably good, knowing nothing about the game, and he turned out to be one of the best cards in every single set, not just Opus 5. Nickel? Pretty cool artwork. Oh, Brave Exvius. That game is very popular, actually. I've never played it, but they have, like, convention, like Mobius Final Fantasy doesn't have anything like that, so I'm assuming Brave Exvius is much bigger than Mobius Final Fantasy, even though I love that video game. It's the only mobile game I play or really have ever played. I hate playing on my phone, but Brave Exvius, I mean, they're killing it. I don't know why, but I saw like videos of their little exhibit because I was interested in the Last Will promo, and it was popping. Like, apparently people are real big into that video game. Warrior of Light, not the expensive one from Opus 5, but pretty cool artwork. Lastwell, not a promo this time, but this is Mobius R2, I think. Yep, Mobius. All right, chipping away at these cards here. Are you guys excited to see 5 more videos of this? I wonder how many of you guys will survive and watch all 6. Probably like 2% of you. Probably most of you won't even survive this video because I'm annoying. Oh, wait. The whale zombie. I don't know why. What the hell happened to my finger? I cut it on something. Yeah, whatever. Whale zombie. Guess I'm injuring myself and don't even know. Oh, what do we got here, boys? Another legend foil. If you control a category 15-4, cost for playing reduced by 1. When a forward other than light and dark you control is put from the field into the break zone, you may put Luna Freya into the break zone. I don't know. That mechanic is too complicated for me to fully know if it'll be good or not. I think it'll be one of these things that's potentially very powerful in certain decks, but not in every deck. Like, I feel like Wall and like Shantoto, like everyone just abused those things. But we shall see. I need to really play more. I wish they would just make a damn digital version so I can kind of comment on that aspect of it too. I hate that I can't. I just can't find anyone to play with, to be honest. At least not anyone in a reasonable distance. I could drive into the city and pay $1,000 for parking. But unless you guys want to pay me to play, that's not going to happen anytime in the near future. For the record, this YouTube channel does not make any money. It's not monetized. So people seem like, some people have asked me like, how much money do you make for doing this? Nothing. The answer is nothing. I've been paying for these out of pocket and from my profits from reselling trading cards. I do this for fun and kind of to try and promote this game because I want more people to find out about it. Golem. Do this quick. Onion Knight. Note that I haven't gotten any dupes yet for the foils. You do not get dupes in the foils. You do get dupes in the hero slot, though. Lava Spider. Why is my camera going berserk always? All right. Let's see. I think I'm halfway through the box. It's hard to tell when it's in the box. Oh, man. All right. Mr. Jellyfish again. Ooh, and the Yuffie starter. Already have one of these, actually, from my starter deck video, if you remember. But I will take another one of you. Librarian. I hate that word for some reason. What is it? It's like a train with teeth. Ugh. Well, I guess it's a bookshelf, but God, still weird. Alright. God, listen to that, guys. Sleep to that sound. Alright. And Mateus the Corrupt, definitely a reprint here. Yep. I think he actually sees a lot of play, actually, or at least he used to. Yetsuyu. I don't know if that specific one. I know there's several Mateuses. Some of them are pretty powerful from what I hear. Alright. Chugging right along. Where are we at? I think it's like 18 minutes so far. I want to keep it below like 23 minutes, so I probably won't. Alright. Alphanaud. Common foil. Nothing to talk about there. Freya. Hero. Final Fantasy IX. And Rain. Ugh. I don't know what it is about this card. This may be one of my favorite cards in all of Final Fantasy. Other than the Co-Whirl from Opus VII. It just really speaks to me. Does he have mushrooms as like kneecaps? That's incredible. Whoever drew that card deserves a medal. It's probably Michelangelo or Picasso or something. You know, I should check the condition. Am I destroying these cards by doing this? No, they're minty, minty, minty. All right. Skip everything before the foil. Yetsuyu, Final Fantasy 14. Warrior Light again. I think that's a dupe. Final Fantasy 14. That game was so bad when it first came out. I heard that it's really good now. I never got back into it, but I remember I bought the giant collector's edition when it first came out, me and my friend, and we like raced home to play it. First of all, it was laggy because my computer, what in God's name? First of all, it was laggy because my computer couldn't support, this one is like indestructible. And the game itself was just so bad. I actually got an email from them months later where the producer actually apologized for how terrible it was. I thought that was kind of hysterical. And apparently they revamped the whole game and now it's amazing. So it's very popular now. I never got back into it because I was a big World of Warcraft player and I felt no reason to invest time into a new MMO. But unfortunately that means I don't recognize a lot of these Final Fantasy XIV cards. MMOs are a giant time sink, so generally you can only really play one of them unless you want to play video games like 20 hours a day, which when I was a kid I did, but not so much anymore. Just don't have the time for that. Rain. Rare foil. One of them was a legend, right? Was it? I think it was one of the foil ones. Oh, I didn't separate my foil legends actually, unfortunately. Squall is my hero. Not a wave 1/1. Wow, I still got a lot of packs to go. I'm getting tired, guys. I'm hungry. This is hard work opening booster packs. Skip all you. Oh, we got the monster boys. The foil whale zombie. That's the sound a whale makes. Dark Fina, legend. Here we go. When Dark Fina enters the field, select one of the two actions. If you have received 5 points of damage... Wait, what? Oh, okay, I get it. If you have 5 points of damage, you get two of the actions. Search for one summon and add it to your hand, or cast one summon of cost 7 or less from your hand without paying the cost. That sounds pretty good, except she costs a lot. I don't know. The best way for me to know is I just watch the prices of the cards soon after release. If it's expensive, it means the meta has decided it's really good. If it tanks in value for like $1, there are like dollar legends, it means it's a useless piece of crap generally. Oh, I really can't talk today. Raiden, rare foil. Cool artwork, but nothing really to speak about there. Undead Princess, hero. Almost looks like Disgaea artwork. And more rares. I'm going to go quickly through the rares too now, because again, They're not very rare at all. Like other games called them uncommons. In FFTCG, they decided to call them rares, but oh my god, some of these are, like some of these rip weird, like this flap. I wonder if it's just all sealed the same. Go right there. LSA, boring, almost looks like a reprint. I don't think there's a similar card out there. Jessica Alba, she looks different in Final Fantasy. All right, skip you. I'll try to go a little bit faster for you guys so you guys can go do whatever it is that you guys do. Opening Weiss Schwartz packs, eating ramen, playing Brave Exvius, however you say that. Hero, Charlotta, Echoes of Time. She the cat? No, Mysterious Woman. Always read the text, it'll tell you what the hell you're looking at. Not, this little bastard. This was the one that got away from me in the pre-release kit. Alright, this time I didn't miss it. If you control a job, Warrior of Darkness, Knock gained 1000 power and Brave, XX choose one forward, if cost is X break it. You can only use this ability during your turn only once. Ebony Slash. I like that it's only a 4 cost. Huh, I don't know. Mid-tier, I'm gonna call that mid-tier. God tier? Mid-tier? Who knows? The markets will decide shortly. Money never lies. All right. Mateus, you damn reprint bastard. Oh, another reprint bastard. Wait, where's my foil? Oh, this is kind of a hard to see foil. Rare. Alexander. Alexander's always cool. I always liked him. Like the light summon. Usually cast like some variant of Holy. Yuffie is our hero. Yotsuyu, blah, blah, blah. Seeing all those. Oh god, I'm getting tired. Ooh. My love of Final Fantasy is fueling me right now. Alright. Setzer, bleh. Typical boring art. Aerith, ooh, this is kind of boring art for a legend, but 3 cost, 7000 power. The forwards you control don't receive damage that is less than their power. If Aerith is dealt damage by a summon or an ability, reduce the damage by 2000 instead. When Aerith is put from the field, I want to say this sounds good. Don't receive damage that is less than their power. So I guess that means if it takes like damage from multiple sources to kill it, like you have to hit it in one blow. I wonder if like the team attack applies to that. I don't know, I'm not an expert on the mechanics, but I'm gonna say that's a good card. I might be completely wrong. It'll be funny, because in a few, I'm gonna say like 2 or 3 weeks, I'll be able to see if any of my predictions were true, or if I was completely wrong. I'm guessing more towards the latter, completely wrong. Amaranth, that sounds like a reprint. I know I have an Amaranth. It was probably the other artwork though. Gladiolus, great card in Mobius. And more rares. My stack of cards is quickly growing. I'm still not at the bottom of any of the piles yet, so I think we have like 7 or 8 more packs in there. We're almost at 30 minutes, good God. All right, I promise you guys the future ones will be quicker because I won't have that beginning section where I'm showing you the comments. Marlene, Barrett's daughter. Oh, look at her cute flower. Arc, and, ooh, lava spider. Scary. Blam. Oh. No cards were damaged in the filming of this video. Oh, this looks cool. Medine from Final Fantasy IX. That's the kind of artwork that's badass. Like, I need more of that. Noctis, hero, the Warp Strike guy. I do love some of the art in Final Fantasy TCG. It's just the consistency is very bad. Some are so good, some are so bad. And the critics always pick the really terrible ones and say, the art in FFTCG is awful. I'm like, yeah, some of it is. Some of it is. I can't argue with you, but a lot of it is great. The Mask, Jim Carrey. Here we go. He's what is he? He's just a question mark. No one knows what he is. Rufus, legend. All right. The President of Shinra, very specific. When he enters the field, you may search for one job member of the Turks and add it to your hand. Just put one if you enter break zone, choose one acting. Meh. Mid-tier. Is that like a deck theme now? A Turk deck? I don't know. I'm gonna guess meh. It's my official FFTCG authority guess. Rating. Meh. Alright, we're down to our last 3 packs. So we're gonna liberate them here and kind of display them for the world to see. Backwards, apparently. Alright, do we have any more foil legends in the mix? You are about to find out in less than a minute. Shroop. Warrior. Yugiri. Starter foil. Alright, I'll take it. Starter foils are usually pretty good. Lid. I think I had that one already. Our rares. 2 more chances. Whoa. Sorry, almost killed the camera. All right. Bam. Graham. Nope. Common foil. Nothing special there. Medine again. Hero. Non-foil. I should have almost every hero in the set. One box, in my experience, typically gets you like all the heroes except maybe like 1 or 2. Alright. Last pack, boys. Last pack magic. A legend and a legend foil in this pack. That does happen, by the way. I've seen it many times. Squall. Hero foil. And he's not wave 1. Not that great of a hit. And Jake. What the hell? He looks crazy. Our favorite Brave Exvius again. Is he like a spider lord or something? Mercenary? Mercenary of spiders? Oh, he's scary. Melted Gemini. Prompto. And Arena. Alright. And there you have it. That is our first box of Opus 8. I'm just going to go through the non-foil legends real quick with you guys because I don't want to dig out the foil legends. So we had, there we go, 7 non-foil legends in this box, and I pulled 2 foil legends, I think. So I think that's a 9 legend box. I wouldn't be surprised if I missed one and it was 10. So about average. I mean, I think most of the boxes end up with around 10 legends. So par for the course. I hope you enjoyed this video. Feel free to like and subscribe if you want to see the rest of the case being opened. I will also be doing the 2 starter decks. I think it's Lyci and Tifa. So I already did the pre-release kit, and you'll be having videos of every single Opus 8 box there is. So anyways, stay tuned.